I'm Alex Badas. I'm a managing associate in the employment and incentives team here in London. So I actually trained at another firm and I joined the mainstream corporate team in London when I was 2 years qualified. And I stayed there, I was a corporate lawyer for 6 years, and then I actually moved to the employment and incentives team where I am now. I focus mainly on incentives, sorts of pay arrangements that executives are subject to. One of the biggest highlights for me has been the opportunity to speak on the BBC, on Radio 4's Today programme and BBC News, among other things, because bankers' pay is a real hot topic at the moment, and so there's been a lot of interest from journalists. And it's just given me an opportunity to demonstrate that I'm an expert in the field, and it's just allowed me to develop skills that I didn't really know I had, but I've actually really, really enjoyed doing it. And it's a bit of a coup that as a managing associate I've managed to do that, but it shows that it is a meritocracy here. They let you do things if you're prepared to do them. They will give you the support to do it, and you don't need to wait till your partner to have that kind of exposure, which it's been great fun. I recently was part of the Women's Leadership programme, and it's been a brilliant opportunity to network with people from various offices, actually broaden my network of peers, but also get to know partners at a really senior level around the firm and tell them our views about how we can help more women get to the top. And I've really enjoyed that, actually, being able to sit next to very senior partners and tell them what I think, and actually having them listen to me and debate the solutions has been great fun. The career path at Linklaters is pretty well trodden now. You will qualify into a team, you will spend a few years as a junior associate, and then you will become a managing associate. And then there will be a period of years where you're really building on your expertise, you're becoming a technical expert in your field, you're really improving the relationships you have with clients to become one of their main contacts in the firm. You will probably have done a secondment to a client or to another office, and you will be supported by a number of people in the firm to make that next step up to partnership. It is possible to balance family life and working at Linklaters. I have 2 young boys. My typical day is probably getting in around 9 a.m, can be earlier depending on work, but that's probably the average time. And then I will try and leave the office around 6:30 so that I can get home and put them to bed. It doesn't always happen, but I would say most of the time it does happen. And I think more and more people are doing it nowadays. It's becoming a much more common approach. One of the things that drew me to Linklaters is its community investment team. There is a real push at Linklaters to do what we can for the communities that we work in, and I think that it really stands out among all the law firms. That is really one of the things that drew me here, and I have got involved in all sorts of things since I've been here. The thing that I'm doing at the moment, which I really enjoy, is it's called Pop-Up Projects, and it's a community interest company that's set up to improve children's literacy in the UK. So I'm on the board of that. There's about 6 of us on the board from all different walks of life. Linklaters is actually a sponsor of the company, so has given a certain amount of money over the last few years. And it's just been a great learning experience for me. It's helped me to broaden my skills. I would really encourage people to work for Linklaters. It's a really interesting place to work. You will test yourself every single day. They're really friendly people to work with, and we have brilliant clients whose deals are often in the news, so it's high profile, demanding, but also hugely rewarding. There are lots of facilities at Linklaters that make your life really easy. So there's a gym, there's a doctor, a physio on site, there's also a shop, which I find very handy when I'm running late to meet a friend and it's their birthday and I haven't thought about buying a birthday present or a card. And there's a cafe and a great canteen. The firm as a whole has been thinking of ways to encourage more flexible working. And one of the ideas they've had is to allow everybody, whether they're male or female, whether they have dependents or not, to have a day working from home a week, and they can choose that day. Obviously it depends on client demands, client meetings, but I think the uptake actually has been really good across the board. It's not just limited to people who have children or dependents or anything like that, and it's been really successful. And I think that sort of approach, thinking outside the box, working out ways to make it something that is flexible across the board, is a great way of retaining talent in the firm.